Hi, everybody, or should I say, hi, everybody. I'm in the cheese. I'm in the cheese. I got a lot of cheese. So, I went to the fancy food show last week and I got a ton of cheese. You guys probably saw that already, but today we have some special stuff. Let me see if I can hold these together for you here because this is a lot of cheese. Ooh, that's a lot of cheese. Ooh. Does it make you please? Okay, you guys, so check it out. So today I have two products. I have the Smithfield Neufatchel cheese, and I also have the Montracht, am I saying it right? Montracht, goat cheese plain. This is a full kilo. This is a full 3 pounds, which is 1.3 kilos. And together we have a lot of cheese. It's almost 5 pounds of cheese. So I'm excited. So we're going to do a dual thing today. We're going to make this lovely cheese ball and we're going to do some taste tests at the same time. So it's a twofer video. How exciting is that? Anyway, I'm going to a Super Bowl party tomorrow. So you're probably seeing this way after the Super Bowl, but it doesn't matter. You can make this anytime you want. So I'm going to a Super Bowl party tomorrow and I thought I've got a hell of a lot of cheese. Why don't I make a nice cheese ball? So this will be great. So we're going to do the assembly today. And then tomorrow I'm going to film at the actual event where I will unwrap and put it on a nice tray and it'll be delicious and people will love it. So what we're going to do is we're going to use part goat cheese and part Neufatchel, which is a cream cheese. It's like Philly cream cheese, but a little bit different, a little bit less fat, which is good. So before we start that, let's go down to the counter and let me tell you about the cheeses. Boop! All right, you guys, we're over here at the counter, and here you can see more information about this. So this is a plain goat cheese. It's sweating because it's come out of the fridge. It is 1 kilo. It is quite large. It's almost as big as my arm. It's a big stick of cream cheese, goat cream cheese. Let's see, what can we tell you about this? It comes from goat milk. I was trying to read the ingredients here for you. It says goat milk, salt, cheese cultures, microbial rennet. That's what helps it make the cheese. And it's from New Holland, Pennsylvania, from Zausner Food Corp. It has 90 calories per serving. Apparently, this is 33 servings, so that is quite a bit. One serving is only 30 grams, or about 1 ounce. It has 8 grams of fat, 1 gram of carbohydrate, and 4 grams of protein. So a good source of protein there for this kind of cheese. Let's see. This one expires in May, so it's got a good 4 months to go. So that's quite exciting. Okay, let's take a look over here. We also have the Smithfield Neufatchel cheese. It says 1/3 less fat than cream cheese. And then it says in Spanish, since 1935, Smithfield origin Amish country recipe from cows not treated with RBST. This is 48 ounces, which is 3 pounds, so it's 1.3 kilos, so it's a little bit bigger than this. Let's see if we can find actual ingredients. I should have done this before. Oh, here it is on the back. Okay, easy peasy. Let's see. It says pasteurized cultured milk with cream, salt, stabilizers, guar gum, carabine gum, probably to keep it nice and smooth. Serving size is 2 tablespoons, 30 grams, and 70 calories. How many did this have? 90 calories, so a little bit less calories. This had 6 grams of fat, where this had 8 grams of fat. So there we go. It is literally 1/3 less. Interesting. How much protein? 3 grams of protein, so a little bit less protein. And I guess that's about enough. This is from New Holland, Pennsylvania as well. So I'm wondering, this says Smithfield. This doesn't say, this just says Montracht. So my French is terrible, so forgive me for that. All right, let's cut these and give them a taste, and then we'll make some cheese balls. Okay, so we're back. So let's get started on the building of this cheese ball. It's going to be really easy. We're going to cut the cheese, pun intended. And then we're going to put some onions and bacon and some spices and stuff like that. We'll mix it all up. We'll get it ready for the ball, and then we'll present it tomorrow, and hopefully people will masticate upon it, enjoy it significantly during the Beyonce show. All right, you guys, let's get started. Okay, you guys, so I don't need to tell you how to cook bacon. You know how to cook bacon. Cook some bacon, crumble it up, and make it look like this. I don't know what else to say about that. It's just crumbled bacon. It smells Oh, delicious like bacon. Very easy. Set it aside. This is about 5 or 6 strips, and boom, it's about 2.5 ounces. All right, set that aside. We've got some green scallion onions. These are spring onions, whatever you want to call them. Basically, just wash them and get them nice and clean like this. And I'm just going to take the tips off, just the tips. I'll set these aside, use them for something else like a soup. And basically, we just want to make some small rings out of these. Just hold them tight, use your knife, and just rock it back and forth. If you're new to cooking, this is how you make little spring onion rings. Just keep your fingers back, use a nice sharp knife, and just keep on going. We don't need a ton of this, but, you know, enough. All right, so there is all the green part. So that's the good part we're going to use on the outside of the cheese ball. So basically, we're making the coating that's going to go on the outside. So put all your nice little green ringlets in there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to set that aside. And then we're going to take some of these spring onions and we're just going to split them in half so we can use the pieces. And if they're too thick, you can always just roll them across and give them in quarters. Just trying to make a little bit smaller pieces. We don't need all of these, so maybe, you know, about 3 of these. This is going to go inside the cheese ball. All right, and then just give these a little chopperoo as well. Again, we want them small, we want the flavor, we want them to be seen, but we don't want people to get a big mouthful of onion. And maybe a little bit more here, so I'm just going to split it down a little bit farther. And just keep on going. All right, that's enough onion, I think, for the cheese ball. And I've got a bowl here, so we're going to put the ingredients for the cheese ball in here. Let me clean this. All right, and as you know, as a cheese ball, you need cheese. So I've got these 2 cheeses here. Very easy. I'm going to use about 1/3 of this. So this is 1 kilo, so we're going to use about 1/3 of a kilo. Let's try about that. Don't worry, I'll put the recipe down below, and you guys can follow along for more. All right, so let's put that in the fridge. And we've got this big mamma jamma, and then let's see how this one is here in the box. And oh, it is wrapped. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's convenient. Look, they even give you measurements, so you can do that. So following this guide, I am thinking I need maybe about 1/4 of this, because this is 3 pounds, so about 1/4 of that. We're trying to match, so we're just going to go right through the plastic. Look at that, easy peasy. Now, of course, you don't have to have this big monstrous size. It just happened to be what I have. All right, we'll set that aside. Cheese. All right, and to our big bowl, remember this is one of the white onions, not the bacony one, the other one. We want to put both of these cheeses. Let's see how easy this is going to be. Oh, there we go. So I let these come to room temperature because that way they'll be easy to mix. You could do this in a mixer if you want, but I'm just going to use a fork. Let's see if there's an easy way to get this out of here. Maybe if I just roll it around a little bit and drop it out. There you go. Not bad. All right, so we've got our little baby cheeses in here. So to this, I'm going to add a little bit of hot sauce, a little bit of black pepper, a little bit of onion. I'm going to put a little bit of dry onion. It's going to dry out the mixture. So let me measure. So about 1 tablespoon. Let's see, 2 tablespoons of that. Yes, I measure in my hand. That's called practice. And if I get the black pepper open, the other side. Do this again. Let's see, about a tablespoon, maybe just a touch more. Yeah, about a tablespoon of black pepper. And then we've got some, this is I don't even know where I got this. Tipico brand, salsa picante chipotle. And this stuff is spicy. So when I say spicy, I mean spicy because I am a chili head and this is pretty spicy. So if you don't like too much chili, don't put a lot. But I'm going to put a little, let's see, that's about a tablespoon, maybe a tablespoon and a half. So that would be about 4 teaspoons of that. Okay, and a few videos back last year, I did one from this company. It's called the Spice Lab. They have this smoky pecan barbecue scent I thought would be really delicious. If you don't have this, you can use a different kind. Let me tell you what's in this. It has, Trying to remember from last time. It has salt and sugar. It has sugar, salt, brown sugar, spices, paprika, natural smoke flavoring, garlic powder, onion powder, lemon oil, and natural flavors. And it smells a little bit smoky. It's not too smoky, and it says smoky pecan. So I'm going to put maybe, I don't know, a tablespoon and a half of that. Now, if you don't have this brand, you could use other brands, or you could use some Lowry's or something like that. This is the one I happen to have on hand, so I'm excited by that. If you don't have smoke, or if you don't like smoke, you don't have to do smoke. All right, let's just mix this up and see what we come up with here. Once you think you got it pretty mixed up, I think I would do this in a mixer next time. Let's give it a little taste. Honestly, it's a little bland, so I'm going to add some more stuff. And don't worry, I'll put the final recipe down below. And also remember that your onions are going to bloom overnight, so I'm going to be serving this tomorrow. So we're not going to put too much because I think those are going to bloom overnight and it'll be a little stronger flavor. But I did think you could use some salt, and why not put some more smoke as long as we're at it, right? Okay, once you think you've got it pretty mixed up, I think it's pretty good. It's not totally homogeneous, but that's all right. I'm just gonna scrape it all into a ball here. And then we'll go to the next step. All right, so this is pretty big, you guys. This is gonna be at a bar. It's gonna be a lot of people. So, all right, so I'm trying to get the air out of it, trying to mush it together. And then here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to take our piece of parchment paper, pre-cut. How exciting is that? Professional. All right, and then I'm going to take these and I'm going to mix out all of our bacon and green onions and mix this together like so it looks nice. Then I'm going to spread it out, and then I'm going to take our cheese ball here. I'm going to try to put it in the middle and get it all. Make sure you get all your goodies here. You're paying for it. All right, and do that. Looks pretty good. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to kind of put it around here, and I'm going to mush it, and I'm going to flip it, and I'm going to mush it, and I'm going to flip it, and I'm going to make a big old mess because that's just how I roll. All right, so here's our cheese ball. And don't worry about the shape yet, because you're going to put it back in the fridge for tomorrow. We're going to have a blank side here. Not too big a deal because it's going to go on the downside. All right, let me wash my hands and we will continue. Okay, this doesn't have to be perfection. I've got nice clean hands now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get all our goodies to the middle here, and now I'm going to wrap this carefully. I want to make it tight so that the air is gone, but I don't want to make it too tight. But I want to make it kind of round, so I'm just going around like this, making it round, making it nice. And I'm not using plastic because I'm trying to be a little bit kinder to the environment. And there you go. Now mine is not going to be exactly a ball. It's going to be more like a puck. So there you go. And I'm going to set it in here to keep a nice form. So, and then I'm going to pop that in the fridge, and we'll see you tomorrow at the game. Easy peasy. All right, but I know what you're asking is, but when do we get to see the taste test? That time happens right now. All right, you guys, so let's do this one at a time. I've got the big chunk of goat cheese here. I've got 2 spoons. Let's give this a taste. So let's just try the goat cheese first. It's nice. It's very thick. It's a little bit less sharp than the one that I tried the other day. I believe that was the Laura Chanel. It's a little less sharp. It's more creamy. I can see this being on like a salad. Would be really good. Okay, a little more taste. Oh, and by the way, I went to look up some information. So This is a lot of cheese left over from making the cheese ball. And I thought, oh God, how am I going to use all this? You can freeze it. So it says that goat cheese freezes really well. You can keep it for several months. It comes out pretty well. On the other hand, the Neufatchel or the cream cheese, the cow's milk, you can freeze it, but it's not exactly the same when it comes out. So it gets a little more grainy apparently, a little less smooth, but you know, I just can't use all that, so I'm willing to forego that. All right, let's give this one a try as well here. So I just got a little spoon again. I have to say, this is what I grew up with. I grew up with Neufatchel instead of Philly cream cheese. It's a little less fatty. It's a little more cheesy, and I don't know if it was less expensive or why we used to buy it, but we used to buy it by the boatload. My mother was a cream cheese and sour cream fanatic, so we had a lot of this. Let me have another little taste of that. That's really good. Yeah, both very familiar. All right, let's finish this cheese ball and get it to the game. Oh, I keep forgetting things. So by the way, I'm going to be serving these with some classic wheat thins. If you're not familiar with wheat thins, they're a light, crispy wheat cracker. You can serve it with anything you want. I like these because they tend to be a little more stiff, and so you can actually get into the cheese ball with it. And what I'm planning on doing is, here's a hot tip. If you go to Costco and you go to the cheese section, a lot of times you can get the French brie. It comes in big wheels. They split it up and they put it in these things. And they throw these away. And they're wood. It's very thin wood, but it's wood. And so this is a great disposable, reusable, not reusable, but reuse item. It's biodegradable. It has a couple metal staples, but other than that, it's real wood. And you can throw this away at the end of the night. And I think it looks pretty damn good because it's got wood. It's got a little knot hole. It'll be good. So we made our cheese ball. It's going to go, imagine this, just the cheese, not the bowl, into there. And then we're going to sprinkle the crackers around it, and it's going to look marvy. So there you go. Let's get to the game. All right, you guys, I'm getting ready to go to the big game party, and I just want to show you what we got going here on the counter. I'll show you it's all going in a bag, and it's all biodegradable and super easy to dispose of, except for the plastic fork and the plastic bags, but I didn't choose those. Okay, check it out. All right, you guys, I'm just loading everything in the bag. I got a grocery bag here. We've got our wooden piece. We've got our cheese, which has been in the fridge. I'm just taking a plastic fork because I don't have any plastic knives. And the 2 bags of crisps. Those are wheat thins. Pop them in the bag, and we're on our way. And this is how Sand City gets built. Okay, you guys, here it is. There's the final product. Here's our cheese ball. It is on the table. Just taking a couple pictures. Alright, so finally get to have a little taste. It's really good, you guys. Go team! Alright, you guys, I hope you enjoyed that. It was fun to make this, and I think people really enjoyed it. That was kind of fun. Of course, the Super Bowl. Hello, who doesn't like a good halftime show? Sports. Hashtag sports. Alright, you guys. I'm Robert Jones. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, give it a like, give it a subscribe. Come on back for more. We'll have more recipes, more taste tests, more food travels. Blah, 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 blah. Like, subscribe, and all the stuff you're supposed to do. Alright, you guys. I'll talk to you next time. Take care.